Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and Part 5 of my Kairos Fateweaver campaign, where we're moving in to finish off Slaanesh, finally. I was hoping to leave Slaanesh alone. Maybe we should have made friends with Slaanesh. Maybe that was the play. But goodness me, I'm just like the old steed of Slaanesh. It's a chunky thighs. Holy shit. Thick with a capital C, I think. The kids. I mean, that's a juicy caboosey. Anywho, Kairos is juicy caboosey. It's currently flying above the enemy army, just sort of monitoring it because they have no missile units. So, what are they going to do? Can't shoot the turkey down. Meanwhile, reinforcements are arriving. What I want to do is try and sort of like draw them in. Now, the best way of doing this is showing them that I can do damage to them at range. Because the AI doesn't like taking damage without being able to retaliate. So if it's got artillery, it doesn't mind. But if we drop a few spells on it, it'll probably go, we should get into melee combat. So Kairos is meandering over here, so he's gonna shoot Abyssa with a little bit of a, well, good. Oh, there's our treasonous marauders. They saw those thick thighs and they were just like, yum, and they betrayed me, bastards. Now we're gonna hit him with some bolts. Yeah, look at that, nice bit of damage. Now the enemy army immediately panics and starts trying to reform itself. Perfect! Look at this, they're having a little orgy here. It's a Slaanesh, I mean, they always have orgies. Let me help. Well, it's certainly juicy. Oof. That was rough. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Good. So Kairos has got 404 kills. Kills not found. And 6,000 damage deltas gold from 2 spells. Yikes. Oof. That's rough. And then continue. Oh, wow. Wow, that just carved its way through those Chaos Warriors. Yeah, the enemy army starts advancing. Understandably, really. But it's a little bit late, seeing as they've lost a significant portion of their army already. Kairos has wiped out a third of the enemy army just by himself. What an absolute boss. So, they are now advancing. We're going to try and kill off the enemy general before they get into range. So, our army is parked back here. Got a nice front line there of blue horrors. That's Thyrus' blue horrors. Behind that, we've got a line of marauder spearmen. The ones that weren't attracted to thick thighs. Just got the regiment around the weird spawn. Tzeentch Chaos Spawn. I think the only thing they really have is the sundered. Is it just the sundered armor for them? I think maybe. Not entirely sure. We've also got the Severed Claw. These guys are pretty nasty, actually. They're an absolute bastard to break through. Stats are pretty insane. They've got that nice 90 weapon strength with extra 30 bonus first large. So if you're large, you do not want to try and pick a fight with those lads. So we glean some magic from... Abyssa is having a terrible day. She's lost a quarter of her army already. She's getting sucked off, and she's almost dead. She's pretty sad already. She's a sad girl. I don't blame her. They do have a couple of casters which potentially will have some nasty spells on them. Not really much we can do about that. I was hoping that maybe they'd try and cast spells on our Furies, but no such luck. Flamer opens fire and roasts the unit of Demonettes, getting 12 kills in a volley. It's not bad. Here comes Abyssa, charging across the battlefield, heading straight for my Flamer, because he's like, I cannot believe that her Demonettes have just been incinerated. Unfortunately, she runs straight into... Oh, no, she's dead. Unfortunate. Unfortunate to the end. Kairos drops another spell directly on a horde of... Oh, yeah, it was our Marauders. Racking up yet more kills. 8,500 damage Delta Gold. Pretty impressive. You do have Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh with halbards charging towards us, taking fire in the flank there. I think they wanted to get into combat with the Chaos Spawn, because of course they do have anti-large. But so they're going to charge the blue horrors instead, which means the Chaos Spawn can then charge into the rear of them. Meanwhile, the blue horrors are taking the brunt, which is fine by me, because obviously Thyros is my backup boy. We've got Spawn of Slaanesh to deal with. And Exalted Demonettes. Yeah, they are really just chewing through those blue horrors. At least until they evaporated. Chaos Knights coming in to save the day on the flank. And there we go. The enemy army is routed. Well, Kairos only lost one. Now, obviously, Thyros lost a few more, but it's fine. I'm going to take the money. Okay, you do. Hello.
You may touch me only in dreams.
I don't like this. Do you want to fight these guys? No? Okay. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to end up having to kill you?
Kairos Fateweaver.
Ah, never mind. Right. Missile resistance probably would be a good idea, actually. Probably a sensible option. I am going to... Now, what does this do? Oh, that one. Mastery of the Elemental Winds for Iridescent Horrors, Cultists, and Lords of Change. Okay, that's really useful. We got... Well, the Iridescent Horror's on his way. If we go for this... Let's go with that. Okay, we've got some money. Keeping an eye on what's going... Right, you've taken... Right, so you've taken that. That does mean we have to be swift. So I'm going to upgrade this settlement, because this one has a higher chance of not completely being fucked immediately. So we'll do that.
Oracles of Tzeentch.
Let's... I'm going to get a couple of Furies, because I do think they are useful. And you can replace one of your blue horrors, Thyros.
Boundless knowledge.
Exactly. That was what I was going to say. I'm kind of tempted to go with corruption, actually. I think that would... That would say... It's just going to fix some of our problems at the moment, which we have. Mostly public order. Okay, you come over here. Do we want to get... Actually, you know what? Change my mind. Let's get another blue horror, and then we can get Diomedes in this army, which will be helpful. Can finish off you. I think we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have to kill the beastmen. We're gonna have to kill them. But let's get Way of Manipulation, because I think that will prove very useful. I am going... How much money do we have? Actually, how much? What's the success chance here? 50? You know what? That's not actually going to help, actually. It'll just immediately replenish it. So let's not worry about that right now. That's not important. I suspect I know what's going to happen. Oh. You know what? I will pay you off. Just to keep you off my back for 5 days. A bit. Is that corruption? Is this basically lobbying? More growth, more Tzeentch corruption. You know what? I think more Tzeentch corruption would actually be probably more useful. Oh god, these guys really, really don't want to have to fight them as well. Okay. Let us loot and occupy. And we're going to have to declare war to finish them off. Otherwise, they'll just sit there and raid me forever. Which would be annoying. Can I just auto-resolve this? Because I really don't like fighting Igors. I'm against that. Right, Kairos, you're going to have to hop out of the settlement. And the reason I'm doing that is because these guys, one of these armies would siege the settlement and the other one would attack Thyrus. And then Thyrus would end up having to fight both those armies. And they're not big armies, but they're probably good enough to take out Thyrus, I'll be honest with you. Okay, more Tzeentch corruption. And I do believe we've got a... Yep, a lizard man problem. Indeed. Good for you. Good for you. It could cause rebellion here. That may give me some time. That may give me enough... That may just pull him back for a turn, and that'll give me another turn to deal with this. That might be all I need, or at least it'll keep him busy for a little while. Weapon strength and charge bonus. Warped retainers. Lord of Change, Chaos Warshrine of Tzeentch, and Soul Grinder. Not that useful right now. I do like the idea of buffing Flamers, even though I've only got one of them at the moment. What do I want to do? I feel like maybe going for less cost.
Another skill process.
Okay, you should be good to go next turn. We can hopefully rout these guys. I might need
Embrace eternal change.
a little bit
Seek your
of
destiny.
a few friends. That'll do it. Virus can then go and hunt you down unless you retreat back. Either way, we can deal with one army. How are you recruiting? This isn't your territory. Unless you were recruiting last turn and now it's going to be cancelled because you can't recruit. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe. Who knows? Right, we're going to leave these to repair on their own. We've got the Monument of Potential building, which is really useful. The sooner we can upgrade this, the better, but we wouldn't have the money anyway. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's constant, like, pressure. Although, unlike the Celestra campaign, it feels like it's coming from the right places. It feels like the neighbouring factions are... And that I'm okay with that. I expect that. It's when the guys from like the other side of the map start picking fights with you. That's the bullshit. Cultist of Tzeentch or Total Favor. Yeah, okay. That will cost us money, mind you. Where is he? There he is. Now, you can eventually summon in Pink Horrors and a Lord of Change, both of which are quite useful. Not to mention, you also... Now, what is your disciplines? Okay. Actually, what's the Changeling? What's your thing? I never checked. So, cost reduction and just... Okay, so you just make it easy to do that. It looks like we did force Oxyotl to pull back, which is great. What can you do? Hinder replenishment. Not actually that useful. Okay, now we can teleport. I just don't think it's going to be that useful. So we want to hit the Altar of Facades ASAP. Which means we're going to march.
Ever change.
And we're also going to hit Sin Dancer. Where are you going? Don't you dare run. You just ran miles and you ran all the way around the mountain. You absolute pain in the ass. Okay, I mean, there's not really much. As long as we go back here and defend it, there's not really much you can do. We'll be able to hit the Ultra Facades next turn. Bring that down. Jobs are good. And then hopefully we can meet Oxyotl like here. We can race back. There is a small garrison here. It's not great. But... And then, obviously, Slaanesh will be dead and buried. It's concerning how big Tic-Tac-Toe's got. He's strength rank 5. That's a worry. He's got 10 settlements. Ah! Good! That is good news. Is there anyone who'll be friends with me? You don't care. None of you like me. Bastards. You like me because of my war? Because you're now at war with Oxyotl? Because I gave you that settlement as a delaying tactic, and it worked. It definitely worked. It definitely delayed him. Okay. Let's get in here and deal with this. I'm just going to water resolve that one. And loot and occupy.
Dark sorcerer.
You probably will just run away. Ooh, the blazing squealers. Oh, no, you're going to die. Good, thank you. Boop. Thank you for all the money. That really has come in useful, so thank you for that. Okay, finally those dickheads are dead. What is the quickest way back this... Right, so that way. So if I meet you over here... Now, public... Oh, oh, uh-oh. 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 What about if I untax you? Nope, that's going to have absolutely no effects. This is... Well, it's not ideal. If I pop you back in there... no, to be honest, absolutely nothing is going to help that. Right, we just need to get back to the capital ASAP to deal with the rebellion. Also, you've now got 2 armies. This is great news. Can I? It's a 50% chance. Come on, Changeling, you've got this. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you. You actually did it. Unbelievable. You actually successfully did the thing.
I serve the eagle.
You do, and you did a good job. Well done. Pat on the back. Oh, I could go assault with units. I'm probably not going to use you for that, though. That's the problem. That's the problem. How do I... Oh, I can't halt settlement. How much would it cost? 182 books. How many books am I getting a turn? 21? I can probably hold him off for a minute. But I'm going to have to deal with that enemy army. This is... it's not ideal. Okay, we know we've probably got enough Tzeentch corruption here. So I'm going to build this and allow these to finish off. The Skullcarver's Abode is probably okay, he says. So, is this... It says local province, that's 5%, right? You're only getting 5%, but that would make sense. But you're also getting 5%, so that must be... That must help increase money, because we need the increase in money. We currently have 0 money, and that's not enough. If I can make the Holt faction thing... If I can make the Holt faction thing cheap enough... Yeah, that was definitely going to happen. What the fuck have you got? A toad skin... Oh, that thing. Yeah. don't think we're going to get there in time. Okay, well at least we're only fighting from one direction now. That's something. Okay, we can pop you in here. You will replenish, so that's not really going to help us very much. Until you get back into our... unless we can hit you with a hinder replenishment, but I don't... I don't know. More control. I think we'll be fine about control once we've managed to get... once we've managed to get the Tzeentch corruption up. That's the main issue. More capacity for Winds of Magic would be nice. Yes. We need to get over here. We can oh, not quite next turn. Not quite next turn. 2 turns. We may be able to save the Skullcarver's abode. Potentially. And I want to give us anything that makes money. We're actually making... I think actually what we want to do... reduce that here. Increase that here. Or do we want to do that? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. Because we're making more money here. Thanks to the fact that we've got all of the settlements compared to the fact that a lot of this other province we just keep losing thanks to elves and God knows what else. We've also got this. I could... Grimoires. This would give you money, but there's no Winds of Magic there, so... let's build the one that just gives books, regardless. Me, myself, and I! 200% growth. That's a lot of growth. I don't want to get jumped. I do not want Thyrus to get jumped. Where can you attack? You can attack up to them. Oh, that's just where you can move. Okay. We can reinforce that next turn. His replenishment is at 46. Nope, that was a critical failure. 29%. Wow, seriously? Seriously? Two critical failures. Seriously? What the fuck? Fuck my life. All right. Well, at least we can protect the what was this one? The Demonium Hills. Lovely. So at least we've got one province under our control. It's turn 50. One province. Result. Absolute result. So corruption is increasing here. This is fine. I am going to go with... we're not going to get any books. Research rate and chance of Winds of Magic. I'm going to go with that. We don't really have enough money. But what I can potentially do is take one of you and then recruit the Blazing Squealers. Now, I can't remember... what do these guys do? What do they do that's special? Conduit Infinity. Right, so... they can use that to replenish ammunition. Oh, okay, I mean, that seems pretty useful. Do I... let's have a look. What we got? What are we looking at here? Any day now. Come on. we might be able to do some damage to them. I'm not wholly convinced, but it might be worth a punt. Alright, the objective here is to try and kill units. Ideally, I'm hoping to wipe out the Pterodon Riders. Unfortunately, were they hidden? Do they have Stalk? They do have Stalk. Why the fuck do they have Stalk? Oh, maybe it's because there's Skinks and he's Oxyotl? Maybe. Anyway, we started off in the wrong location. I had two options and I picked the wrong one. So, our flying units are only just arriving on the scene to wipe out the Pterodons. Now, the Screamers are ludicrously good against large units. They have 25 bonus per large, which makes their melee attack just over 50, and their weapon strength, well, pretty insane. Which means the Pterodons are large units, and so the Screamers should be able to just shred them. And indeed, yes, the Screamers turn up and the Pterodons are dead. Now, this flank is collapsing almost immediately. Not much we can do about that. But over here, the Forsaken are keeping them busy, at least momentarily. And the Pink Horrors are throwing fire. I mean, you can't miss, can you? It's a target-rich environment. So doing quite considerable damage there, which is nice to see. We have found Oxyotl. He's hanging around back here. Not much we can really do about him, unfortunately. He's just going to be sniping us all day long. Okay, we've managed to wipe out one unit of Pterodon. No, we haven't. We've almost managed to wipe out one unit of Pterodons. We're trying to. One of our Furies has died. The Screamers, unfortunately, are slightly slower than the Pterodons. They are at a speed of 90 and the Screamers are 85, which means they won't be able to catch up with them, which is kind of annoying. Over here, there's a big pile of dead lizard bodies. It's something. The only problem is, when they take the settlement, that they'll probably just replenish in a turn. So, you know, any damage we do is kind of pointless, unfortunately. But if we can wipe a unit out, well, we can't replenish from dead. Our right flank has collapsed, the Pink Horrors being finished off there. They did okay. There's some work done there. Oh, the Furies have managed to catch up with some Pterodons. If we can just pull them down. The Furies are slightly faster, so they have managed to catch up with them. I'm hoping they can knock them out. The Screamers continuing to chase Pterodons around the map. Not really. I mean, they're close. It could be worse. Come on, finish him off. 107 health points. Almost. 44. One down. Come on, you can do it. 5. You got him. You got him. Don't let him get away. Kill him. Oh, fuck for that. Right. If nothing else, at least one unit's dead. And the Pink Horrors continuing to fight. I mean, we've almost... Actually, there's a couple of units here who are pretty dead, to be fair. I don't know, like... Well, they're down to about 12 and 14. You know what? That's not bad. I mean, I'd prefer it if we could have wiped those units out. But it was always going to be fairly unlikely. I think the Pterodons are probably going to get away, which is a shame. The Furies are moving in from the other sides. We may be able to trap them. Oh, we've actually... One down. Come on. Come on. One more to go. One more to go. One more to go. One more to go. No! No! No, you're crumbling, you bastards! Okay, well, I don't know if that was what we did. We did take out one of the Pterodon riders, so... You know, maybe. Probably just recruit more stuff. As long as the rebel army doesn't take... Please don't take Occam's Forever Maze. I'd really like you not to do that. Please. It's been a rough campaign so far. Can you please throw me a bone? Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. It's
Of the wind.
it's really kind of you just to
Kairos
not be a dick.
Fateweaver.
Okay. You can't hit Skullcarver's Bone in one turn, but
Ready to fight!
let's take the money. Think I'll need it. Alright, at least public order here is now fine. The Slaanesh corruption is dropping. Tzeentch corruption is good. We're okay. We're fine. I could always try and freeze his army. How many books do we have? We could force rebellion. That may slow them down. Let's force a rebellion there. It may mean that he has to pull back. I do like Searing Doom. Gehenna's Golden Hounds is fine.
Herald of Change.
Virus is going to... He's got the disc. I'm going to give him a Corrupted Mage. Yes. Is that... It's not mutually exclusive. Okay, cool. Melee attack for Forsaken, Chaos Spawn, and Chaos Feral Manticore units. Okay.
A precious reward.
Well, indeed, I can imagine. I can imagine. Now, we can't spend any money because currently we are hemorrhaging cash. It's not ideal. This is fine. I don't think there's no point worrying about that. We'll slap more Winds of Magic in here to boost us up. And we'll try and rush the Skull Carver's abode and force Oxyotl back. He may have to go and deal with that rebellion. Well, he hasn't moved forwards. Okay, let's book it over here. Okay, public order should still be fine. There is a military crackdown, but Slaanesh corruption will drop. Devastation is dropping as well. So, I think we're fine. Getting a nice 20% bonus there. Ooh, I do like me a little bonus. I'm kind of tempted to save, because in 9 turns we'll have enough growth. Okay, you're still there,
Sorcerer.
but you ain't going to be able to take this now. So, the fight back begins. Again, this phase 2 of the fight back. We had phase 1. That was against Tekalis. That was... We won that. Tick. Now phase 2 is fight back against Oxyotl. And inevitably, once we're halfway done with him, we'll probably be at war with someone else. You know. Calm before the storm. Oh, goods. Goods. Absolutely no reports of enormous armies gathering in the ancient dwarven underway. Such an organised force of Skaven would be preposterous, right? Yeah. Probably. I wonder.
As the raven bids.
I wonder. Oh, you're doing your horrible Rite of Sotek, you bastard. Alright. You march, you go back here. And we'll see if we can get Oxyotl in an ambush. He is recruiting. Don't know if he'll just stay there. We might be able to teleport on him. We could potentially teleport on him. So what we want to do is reduce this, increase this. So the Winds of Magic are going down. Not at all. Okay, good. And we still maintain our money, our income. I need to boost our income up, because at the moment, it's not great. Okay, well we got the ambush. That's a bit of a win. The Wailing Banner can go on... You already cause terror, don't you? You cause fear. Alright, you can... No, tell you what, you can cause fear and terror now. You didn't cause terror before, did you? No, you just caused fear. Well, now you cause terror. Lucky you. Ugh, Cyrus is such a nasty unit to deal with. They're so killy. Alright, we've got Gehenna's Golden Hounds doing some good damage over there. The fire continues to pour in our right flank. Now, the Marauders are keeping back the hordes of Cold One Riders. And the Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch, has got a pretty good angle here, actually. This should be pretty nasty if... yep. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that'll do it. That'll do it. A big old evil eye gate there is mincing the rest of them. Reinforcements are on their way. This thin line of Marauders, we need to bolster this. So the Knights are charging in there. The Chaos Spawn are moving up as well to try and hold them back. Say what, that Flamey is doing some really good damage there. That's 68 kills. Make that 89 kills. Okay, there's Oxyotl. We can't see him at the moment. He's just peppering us with fire. Diomedes keeps trying to shoot people in the flank, but I think Oxyotl is actually, yeah, prodding him. So we probably need to pull him away from that. Our poor old Marauders taking the brunt of the fire there. Also getting shot in the back as well, which probably doesn't help. But we are keeping the Saurus back. And there goes the old evil gates, sucking off those Saurus very nicely. Kairos up to 100, 200, 205, 15, 18, 20, 32. Hut, hut, hut. 3,000 damage dealt as gold. And here comes the reinforcements. Thyrus on his new disc. I'm using him to hunt for Oxyotl. I know he's around here somewhere. And the Furies taking out those Pterodon riders who have tarried way too long. They are now going to get shredded by those Furies. The Lizardman army is starting to dwindle. Much like our Marauders. They did take a bit of a beating. Didn't really kill many, but that's okay. They kept them busy. That's the main thing. Careful of the Furies, guys. Jesus Christ. Still got some Saurus on the left flank, but all their friends are dead, so that'll do it. Losses were pretty heavy on the front line, but it was more badder for Oxyotl. I kind of want to take the cash, but if I want to follow him up, I'm going to have to take the replenishment. And what the fuck? Hello? You appear to have friends. Okay, I don't think diplomatic relations with Tzeentchian factions is really going to help all that much. We could get Vanguard deployment for Kairos, which actually may not be the worst thing. And black and tattered sails. Oh, good. Okay, this army definitely isn't as bad as the previous one. Can we just teleport? No, we can't. Tell you what, let's just try the ambush trick again. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on woo. Let's. Yeah, neither of these are really that useful.
A precious reward.
Really is. Let's get... I kind of want to go for the ambush. But we do have a 100% success chance to teleport ambush, so probably not that useful. I do like my flamers, but again, we don't really... I mean, Winds of Magic Power is a 3%. That actually could be useful, so let's grab that. So now we're getting 3 a turn. So we get 3 a turn minimum. Which isn't too bad. Which of these do I want? So that gives more missile damage. That gives more power recharge rates, which potentially quite nice. Or Summon Blue Horror. I feel like Summon Blue Horrors is probably the best one. I mean, we're not really shooting people. Tell you what, let's go with something like that. We're just going to sit here. I'm going to try and lure them into combat yet again. We could potentially grab that one. I feel like we need to secure this set. Are you building walls? Oh my god, you complete bastard. Alright, well if we kill off you... Yeah, you don't like me. God, what kind of stuff you've got? 9 settlements? Jesus. I'll tell you what. I don't know if it's the mods, the AI mod I've got, but it does seem to make the AI a lot more sort of aggressive, or more prone to expanding, I think is probably the... Oh, Oxyotl was there. I thought he was dead, but he was there. And so is Gorm. Thyrus is going to weather that, but Kairos will turn up in 44 seconds, so I think we're probably fine. Although I suspect that Thyrus will start on one side and Kairos will come in from behind. Still, that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.